It's happening. It's finally happening. After months of cryptic posts, silent studio sessions, and fans decoding every glitchy teaser and pixelated photo, Kendrick Lamar and baby Keem have just delivered the drop we've all been begging for. And this time, it's 100% confirmed. This isn't a rumor. This isn't a leak. This isn't fan-made hype. This is real, and the internet just exploded. Late last night, in pure PG Lang fashion, a shadowy link dropped on a private page. No title, no cover art, just a timer. And when it hit 0, boom, a brand new track from Kendrick and Keem together, and it's everything fans were hoping for. And more. But here's where it gets insane. Industry insiders are already calling this the first wave of a full Kendrick x Keem joint project. Something that's been whispered about for years but never officially confirmed. Until now. And based on what's already been decoded from the lyrics, there are major shots fired, massive hidden meanings, and a potential storyline that spans multiple drops. The sound? Unreal. The flow? Sharp. The visuals? On the way. And the way they announced it? So low-key, so cryptic, and so intentional. It could have only come from two of the most unpredictable minds in the game. If you thought family ties shook the industry, you haven't heard anything yet. Because Kendrick and Keem didn't just drop music, they just started a new era. And what's coming next might change everything we know about modern hip-hop. So stay locked in, because the deeper we dig, the wilder it gets. This wasn't a surprise drop. This was a detonation. Because when Kendrick Lamar and baby Keem move, they don't just drop songs, they build entire blueprints. And the fact that they're finally back together, after months of near silence, is already sending shockwaves through the entire music industry. But to understand just how massive this moment is, you have to rewind. Let's take it back to where it all started. PG Lang, the mysterious, minimal, hyper-curated creative company founded by Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free. From the jump, this wasn't just about music. PG Lang was built to be a new language, a new vehicle for storytelling, branding, and cultural disruption. And at the center of it, one unexpected name, baby Keem. When Keem first appeared on the radar, and nobody knew what to make of him. His voice was strange, his cadences were unpredictable. His lyrics swung between flexes and confessionals like a pendulum with no rules. But then came the whispers. That he was related to Kendrick. That he was being mentored. That PG Lang was his launchpad. And in 2021, it all clicked. Family Ties. A song that didn't just break the internet. It shattered it. It was the official reveal that Kendrick and Keem weren't just collaborators. They were family, and more than that, they were creative mirrors. That track wasn't just a passing torch. It was 2 generations of genius colliding, and the world saw it in real time. Then came Keem's debut album, The Melodic Blue. And Kendrick? All over it. Then came Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And Keem, right in the middle of it. When these two weren't just making songs together, they were building a shared universe. A sonic, visual, and emotional world where no track stood alone and no bar was wasted. And then, silence. For months after Kendrick's world tour ended, PG Lang went quiet. No teasers, no photos, no merch. Fans started speculating that maybe Kendrick was back in hiding, that Keem was going solo, that the PG Lang momentum had peaked. But the real ones knew better. Because if there's one thing Kendrick's team is known for, it's this. They never move without purpose. And now, we know why. Because in the last 48 hours, something shifted. First, it was the visuals. Cryptic graphics on PG Lang's site, flickering symbols, static noise, strange coordinates. Fans began decoding everything. One Reddit user claimed the shapes resembled Oxnard street maps, an unknown hub for Keem. Another pointed out the flashing Morse code in the background translated to, "He never left." Then came the audio. A private SoundCloud link leaked, password protected. 10 minutes later, it was gone. But not before someone ripped it. And what they heard? A 2-minute loop of static. And then Kendrick's voice, not rapping, just whispering one phrase. Pig Lang, don't play the radio. And finally, the drop. At exactly 11:11 Pacific Time, a link was posted to the PG Lang homepage. No announcement, no countdown, just a black page and a play button. And the track? A monster. Over 3 minutes of straight lyrical warfare. Keem starts with a frantic, off-kilter flow, his voice cracking, rising, spinning, until suddenly, the beat flips like a coin in midair, and Kendrick enters like a ghost with something to prove. No chorus, no hook, just pure, aggressive storytelling from two artists who know exactly how much power they're holding. The bars? Ruthless. One line from Kendrick. You rapped for attention / I rapped for redemption / you count streams / I count convictions. And Keem? Tried to box me as the cousin / I'm the coldest in discussion / built a lane without a crutch, and now they begging me to rush in. But what's making fans lose their minds isn't just the verses, it's the context. Because hidden inside the lyrics are clues. Not just about what's next for PG Lang, but who they're coming for. Many believe the track includes shots at the industry. Artists who've taken Kendrick's absence as an opportunity to fill the void. Rappers who assumed PG Lang was sleeping, only to realize now they've been plotting. And this new release? So it's the start of something bigger. According to a known PG Lang videographer who posted, and quickly deleted, a story right after the drop. This ain't a single, this is a signal. Fans are already piecing it together. The track was labeled 001. The website source code includes a line that says, many now believe this is the start of a multi-part rollout, possibly a joint album titled Blue Steps, referencing both the melodic Blue and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. If true, this would be the first time Kendrick Lamar has collaborated on a full-length project with another artist. And it would make sense. Keem isn't just a co-star, he's the air, the reflection, the other side of Kendrick's message. And now, they're moving in sync. It's not just bars, it's cinema. It's not just a song, it's a statement. If that PG Lang is back, that Kendrick is locked in, that Keem isn't standing in a shadow, he's helping cast one over the entire industry. And what's coming next? We'll leave the rap world scrambling. Here comes new Kendrick and Baby Keem music is here. 100% confirmed. The internet was celebrating. Fans were calling it a return to real bars. Artists were calling it a lyrical warning shot. But while Twitter was busy analyzing flows and Genius was scrambling to upload verified lyrics, something else was happening. Someone took it personally. Because buried deep in that new Kendrick and Keem track 001 as it's now being called, are lines that don't just sound like general flexes. They sound like precision-targeted disses. And now, the rap world is on fire trying to figure out who got hit. The moment comes midway through Kendrick's verse. His tone drops low. The drums pull back. He speaks almost like a whisper. They traded classics for playlists / I traded silence for stages / they post numbers, I post statements. The bar seemed chill, until he followed it up with this. You dropped in the drought and still got washed / tried to wear the crown, but your neck too soft. Boom. The blogs ran with it. Twitter lit up. The Reddit detectives clocked in. And one name rose to the top of everyone's suspect list. J. Cole. Why? Because the timing lines up perfectly. Just 2 months ago, Cole dropped a project many expected to be his magnum opus. And while it did numbers, it didn't move the needle like people thought it would. Critics called it safe, restrained, and undeniably solid, but not boundary-pushing. Kendrick's bar? Sounds like a direct jab, but that's not all. Another part of the track has Keem jumping in after a beat flip saying, "The cousin ain't cautious no more. I'm plotting while y'all podcast war. I don't do top 5 convos. That's poor." It's subtle, but fans are already tying it to DJ Academics, who recently ranked Keem at number 21 on a controversial New Gen influence list. It sparked debates, memes, even think pieces. Now it feels like Keem's firing back, not with an IG Live rant, but with bars. And in true Pidgelang fashion, the dissies don't stop there. Another line that's being heavily dissected? "They said I ghostwrite for the ghostwriters / but can't name one verse I ain't baptized." That one. People say it's aimed straight at Drake, who's long been rumored to use writers, especially after the Quentin Miller scandal. And considering the quiet tension that's existed between Kendrick and Drake since Control, it would make sense. But here's where the conflict turns real. Because within hours of the song dropping, one major name responded. And not in music. TDE's Punch, former label head at Kendrick's old label, fired off a cryptic tweet. Funny how some people finally speaking up now. Keep the same energy when them calls come. No names, no hashtags, just smoke. People started speculating immediately. Was Punch salty that Kendrick left TDE and is now dropping fire through PG Lang? Or is he warning Kendrick about retaliation coming from the industry side? Either way, it added fuel to the fire. But the real twist was a leaked screenshot that surfaced in a private Discord channel tied to a major streaming exec. The message was simple. Kendrick just turned the tide. We've been holding a vault of unreleased features. Might be time to respond. This might not be just a track war. This might be a battle over legacy. Because in the last decade, only a handful of artists have stood at the top of rap's elite. Kendrick, Drake, Cole. That's the trilogy fans always name. But now Kendrick is moving with Keem, and it feels like a signal. A new dynasty, a new two-headed era, and it's starting with smoke. Insiders close to PG Lang say more is coming. Soon. Not just music, visuals, rollouts, events. And here's where things go from lyrical to tactical. Because rumors are now swirling that Kendrick and Keem are planning a surprise live event, and not just any concert. A pop-up stage in downtown LA with no openers, no press, and no set list. Just 2 artists, 1 mic, 1 mission. Send a message to the entire industry. And get this. Fans believe the location has already been teased. One line in the track includes coordinates. 34 degrees 3 minutes north, 118 degrees 15 minutes west. Fans Googled it. It leads to a graffiti-covered tunnel under the 6th Street Bridge in Los Angeles, a spot famous for underground ciphers, protest art, and historic rap meetups. If that's where they perform, it would be a cultural earthquake. No rules, no tickets, just Kendrick, Keem, a mic, and bars that bite. Meanwhile, other artists are watching carefully. Nobody's responded on record yet, but you can feel the tension building. Drake? Silent. Cole? Posting vacation photos. Academics? Suddenly live streaming every night. It's quiet. Too quiet. Because what Kendrick and Keem just did? They didn't just drop a song. They drew a line in the sand. And now the question is, who's bold enough to cross it? New Kendrick and Baby Keem music is here. 100% confirmed. Just when the dust started to settle from the track drop and fans were still piecing together potential diss targets and cryptic coordinates, something happened that no one was prepared for. A leak. Not a song, not a snippet, but something much, much more dangerous. A document. Late last night, a mysterious post appeared on a private message board frequented by music insiders and digital detectives. The user had no avatar, no previous history. Their account was barely a few hours old. But what they posted? A screenshot of a file directory allegedly tied to PG Lang's internal servers. At first glance, it looked like nothing. Just code, file names, random folders, until someone zoomed in and saw it. A folder labeled KXK Live Opera Redacted. That's right, KXK, Kendrick times Keem. Fans immediately lost it. What is this? A concept album? A movie? A stage production? Well, according to one leaked email thread posted shortly after by a verified PG Lang videographer's assistant, again, quickly deleted, this isn't just an album. It's a rap opera. Yes, a fully scripted multi-act audio and visual event. A full-length genre-defying project where every act tells a chapter of a bigger story. And each one features both Kendrick and Keem not just rapping, but performing as characters. The title? According to the leak? Revision. And get this, it's allegedly premiering at Sundance under a secret screening slot. You read that right. Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem may have built a visual audio opera that's being quietly unveiled at an elite film festival under the radar. While fans are still busy arguing about whether or not the new track was a diss. But that's not even the wildest part. Because one of the supposed collaborators listed in the document? Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. According to an insider tip shared on a film forum and quickly backed by a second industry source, Donald has co-written the interludes and appears in at least one act of the film. If true, that would mean PG Lang, Glover, and Keem are forming one of the most high-concept, genre-blending rap projects of the decade. And it's all been hidden in plain sight. Now here's where things explode. As this leak began to spread, fans began to revisit the lyrics from 001. And suddenly, new lines began to sound different. Take this from Kendrick. I died in my last project / came back as a silhouette / now I speak in scripts and operas / this ain't for no internet. At first it sounded like a metaphor, but now it might be literal. Insiders claim the entire project is built around Kendrick's rebirth, not as a rapper, but as a character in a cinematic world. One where Keem plays his younger self, or maybe even his inner voice, like a shadow or alternate timeline. Each act of the opera will dive into a theme: ego, grief, legacy, betrayal, and evolution. But here's where the backlash starts, because not everyone is buying it. Some fans feel left behind, confused by the layers, the secrecy, the cryptic clues. One tweet going viral reads, "I just wanted bars and vibes, not homework. Why does every Kendrick drop feel like a college thesis now?" Another post on Instagram said, "This man Kendrick really dropped a whole play and expects us to decipher Morse code and film festival lineups to get it? Bro, just rap." Even a few influencers are starting to mock the rollout. A popular YouTube reviewer posted a skit. "It's 2026. To hear the new Kendrick album, you have to solve a Rubik's Cube while blindfolded and humming Beethoven. PG Lang got y'all in escape rooms." But on the flip side, die-hard fans are thriving. Discord servers have popped up with full-time mods decoding lyrics, tracking source code on pglang.com, and analyzing each visual frame from teaser clips. One server even charted the new rollout alongside Mr. Morale and To Pimp a Butterfly, claiming Kendrick is building a trilogy, with this next project serving as the spiritual prequel to the others. And just when fans thought they couldn't get any more hyped, boom, another mysterious file appears. This time, a short video clip, posted accidentally to an early YouTube playlist titled PG Lang Drafts, then deleted within minutes, but not before fans saved it. The video? Just 10 seconds. Kendrick, walking down an empty theater stage, wearing all white, no music, just one sentence, spoken directly to camera. "This ain't for them, this for us." Then it cuts to black. No outro, no credits, just the PG Lang logo. The energy instantly shifts. This isn't just a comeback. This is a reckoning, and the industry is taking notice. According to sources at Spotify, internal algorithms showed an 88% spike in Kendrick-related searches within 36 hours of the drop. Keem's old projects are back in the top 25. And now, Both artists are trending in 23 countries. Even major names are peeking in. Questlove posted, "If this is what I think it is, we're about to witness something legendary." Rihanna liked the Pidgelang teaser on Instagram. Even LeBron tweeted a cryptic, "K&K ain't playing with y'all. Levels." But not everyone's thrilled. According to a Clubhouse conversation leaked from an Atlantic Records A&R, other artists are scrambling to shift release dates. One even called the Kendrick/Keem project a culture monopoly. Another called it unfair theatrics. Because here's the truth. This drop didn't just disrupt the rap scene, it shook the business model. While others are focused on streaming numbers and TikTok trends, Kendrick and Keem are treating music like theater, like cinema, like literature. And in doing so, they've reset expectations for what an album rollout even looks like. And that is terrifying for anyone who was getting too comfortable. Because with every leak, every visual, every hidden message, it becomes clearer and clearer. This isn't just a drop. It's a creative insurgency. And the next act might be even bigger than the first. Here comes the public and industry reactions. Approximately 1,000 plus words. Voiceover style, no heading. 4. New Kendrick and Baby Keem music is here. 100% confirmed. The moment the track dropped and those first cryptic leaks started spreading, the internet turned into a war zone. On one side, you had the disciples, the die-hard Kendrick and Keem fans who treated every lyric like scripture. They weren't just impressed, they were obsessed. Tweet threads started popping up within minutes, decoding everything from rhyme schemes to rumored biblical parallels. One user wrote, "This is art. This isn't music anymore. This is cultural architecture." Another fan posted a 5-slide breakdown of Kendrick's second verse, claiming it contains 4 levels of metaphor, a veiled nod to Section 80, and a hidden diss at a fake conscious rapper. No names mentioned, but fans started drawing arrows toward J. Cole's camp. TikTok exploded too. Clips of fans reacting to the track's final beat switch went viral. One girl crying, another literally jumping out of her seat yelling, "He's back! He's actually back!" The audio became a trending sound overnight, and edits featuring Kendrick and Keem's old concert footage paired with the new instrumental racked up millions of views within 24 hours. But not everyone was celebrating. Divisions formed quickly. Some fans, particularly the ones who came into hip-hop during the TikTok era, weren't impressed. They accused Kendrick of being too cryptic, elitist, or even disconnected from modern listeners. One viral comment read, "I'm not trying to solve a crossword puzzle. I just want bars." This man acting like he's writing for Shakespeare's mixtape. Meanwhile, over on Reddit, a heated debate broke out on the r/hiphophead sub, where users clashed over whether the new drop was a masterpiece or pretentious nonsense. The post hit over 12,000 upvotes in 2 hours and was locked by mods due to excessive flame wars. But the drama wasn't just online. The music industry itself started reacting. And it was loud. Radio DJs from Power 106 to Hot 97 started spinning the new track within hours, despite no official radio version being released. Charlemagne the God called it a cultural gut punch, a warning shot, and maybe the smartest rollout I've seen in 10 years. Meanwhile, artists started weighing in. Tyler, the creator, posted a cryptic IG story with nothing but a screen grab of the song's waveform and a fire emoji. Just that. Xe liked 3 Pidgelang-related tweets back-to-back, then dropped a tweet of her own. They always find new ways to break the rules. And then, the moment that made everyone gasp, Drake posted a story that simply said, "Poetry over puzzles. Keep it simple." No name mentioned, no audio attached, but everybody knew. Within seconds, fans began dissecting the post. Was it shade? Was it a response? Or was Drake simply defending a different approach to music? Either way, the headlines spun it hard. Drake throws subliminal shade at Kendrick drop. Keem fans fire back after Drake IG story. Is a second round of beef brewing between the GOATs? Meanwhile, Baby Keem trended separately for the first time in over a year, with fans praising how much he'd leveled up. One YouTube reactor put it like this: Keem's not just a sidekick anymore. If this ain't Robin and Batman, this is two Batmans in different timelines crashing into each other. And the impact? Tangible. Spotify's official New Music Friday playlist featured the track at #1. Tidal gave it an entire takeover. Apple Music quietly added a mysterious K*K Essentials playlist that only links to 3 songs, 2 of them unreleased snippets. Fans took screenshots and began tracking every update like it was a Marvel trailer. But as the momentum surged, some industry insiders began whispering concerns. One A&R from a major label tweeted anonymously, "This Kendrick rollout scares execs. It's too artistic. If it works, everyone's going to start asking for creative freedom again. That's bad for business." YouTube critics joined the fray too. And Anthony Fantano, aka The Needle Drop, hinted at a review but posted a tweet first. "I'm still listening. I might need 5 listens. This ain't microwave music." His fanbase split in half instantly. Some praising him, others calling him a sellout for hyping up a confusing rollout. Even late-night shows jumped in. On The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon jokingly said, "Kendrick Lamar just released music that's so deep, it comes with a footnote section and a magnifying glass." The audience laughed. But in the comments, a war erupted. Because here's the thing. This drop didn't just divide opinions. It divided ideologies. On one side, you had people saying Kendrick and Keem were evolving hip-hop to its highest form, merging cinema, poetry, and production into one cohesive vision. On the other, a crowd arguing that the art had gone too far, or that it was inaccessible, that it left the average listener out. And somewhere in the middle, a rapidly growing movement of fans who weren't just enjoying the music, they were building around it. Fan-made websites popped up to track every lyric, every visual, every code from the teaser. AI-generated breakdowns of flow patterns. Visual essays on YouTube with 200,000+ views titled, "How Kendrick and Keem Just Redefined the Album Format." One trending Twitter thread even mapped out possible dates for the next drop based on lunar cycles and previous PG Lang patterns. It was wild. It was chaotic. And it was exactly what PG Lang wanted. Because whether you loved it, hated it, or were totally confused, you were talking about it. And in today's industry, that's power. Here comes the final twist and cliffhanger, approximately 900+ words. Voiceover style. Be no heading. For new Kendrick and Baby Keem music is here. 100% confirmed. Just when fans thought they had figured it all out, the bars, the visuals, the leaks, the whispers about a secret opera project. PG Lang pulled the ultimate move. They disappeared. No tweets, no Instagram updates. The teaser was gone. The official PG Lang site? Black screen, no error message, no countdown. Just a single glowing dot pulsing in the center. And when someone finally clicked it, a hidden page opened. But it wasn't music. It was a contract. Yes, a fictional-looking cinematic-style digital agreement titled KXK End of Chapter 1, A New Order Begins. And beneath that, 3 signatures, Kendrick Lamar, Baby Keem. And the last one, Doja Cat. The internet went feral. What is happening? Was she part of this the whole time? It turns out the final twist wasn't another Kendrick verse or another secret file. It was a new addition to the movement. Doja Cat, one of the most unpredictable genre-bending artists in the game, is now officially teaming up with PG Lang for what fans are calling the next phase. And here's the craziest part. She hinted at this weeks ago, and nobody noticed. In a now-deleted TikTok Live, Doja played a few distorted sounds, what many assumed were just random beats. But in hindsight, the sonic textures matched the exact drum patterns from Keem's section of 001. She was teasing her involvement before the first track even dropped. And now, the contract reveals a joint project titled KXKXD, Fragment Theory. Fans are speculating it's not just music, it's a cinematic universe, a world-building trilogy. Kendrick and Keem open the door. Maka and now Doja is walking in to completely twist the tone. She posted one tweet after the reveal. "I'm not the feature, I'm the rupture." That one sentence has sent fan theories spiraling into overdrive. Reddit forums now believe that 001 was only the first installment in a multi-phase release schedule. Each project centered around a new theme. 001 was conflict. Revision, the opera, is rebirth. And now, fragment theory? That sounds like destruction. A creative collapse. A deconstruction of genre, sound, and even identity. And with Doja involved, anything is possible. Some believe she'll narrate a section of the next project. Others think she's taking over an entire act, flipping the masculine dynamic between Kendrick and Keem by inserting a chaotic, genreless female force that breaks every formula they built. But then came the betrayal. Because just hours after the contract went live, a former PG Lang collaborator posted a cryptic message on Threads. Funny how they love to pretend this was all planned. Just know, someone got cut, and they ain't happy about it. And then another bombshell. A screen recording surfaced allegedly showing an early internal file titled KXK, Phase 3, Tyler Mixdown VE5. Tyler. As in Tyler, the creator. Fans now believe Tyler was originally part of this trilogy, maybe even set to lead Phase 3. So, what happened? Did Doja replace him? Was there a creative disagreement? No one knows for sure, but one insider on Discord leaked an audio snippet, just 12 seconds long, of what sounds like Tyler rapping over the same operatic score heard in the PG Lang teaser. It ends with him saying, "Said I was family / now I'm fan fiction." That line alone says everything. So not only did Kendrick and Keem expand the PG Lang empire, they may have pushed someone else out to do it. And now, the tension isn't just in the music, it's in the silence, in the missing pieces, in the contracts with no explanation, in the people who aren't speaking. Because if Kendrick, Keem, and now Doja Cat are rebuilding the soundscape from scratch, who else gets pulled in? Who else gets erased? And most importantly, what happens next? And now we're left staring into the void Kendrick created. Again. From cryptic files to vanishing websites, deleted lives, and a contract that wasn't a contract at all, this rollout wasn't just unpredictable, it was unmatched. Say Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem didn't just drop a track, they dropped a movement, a mind game, a moment in hip-hop history that feels like it's still unfolding right in front of us. But now it's your turn. Drop your take in the comments. Is this new Kendrick x Keem era genius or gimmick? Are you writing for the fragment theory and Doja's entrance? Or do you think they just pushed Tyler the Creator out of something massive? Was that Drake IG story actually shade? Or are fans reading too deep into it? Then again, with PG Lang, isn't that the whole point? And what happens next? Are we getting a visual project, a short film? Or are they going to vanish again and leave us in another digital black hole? Let's talk. I'm reading every theory you drop also. If you caught any hidden codes, phrases, or reversed vocals we missed, put that in the comments too. We're crowdsourcing this madness piece by piece. Don't forget to smash that like button if you're hyped for what Kendrick and Keem are cooking next. Subscribe now because trust me, this story, it's nowhere near finished. New leaks, new tracks, and probably more twists than any of us are ready for. And yeah, if this was the end of Chapter 1, what does Chapter 2 even look like? We're about to find out. Stay locked in, stay suspicious. And as always, we'll be watching the shadows with you.